Hello, everyone. I'm here to introduce our special bonus episode where I talk to you, Jeanette, about the current event stuff that was going on. It's taken me a little bit to edit this, just because we were only using one microphone, so it sounded a little weird and the mix is a little strange. But I think it still turned out okay. So hopefully you like it. Tom, if you're listening, you may not listen past the intro music, because this is full of spoilers. So, yeah, it's going to be good. See ya on the next episode. Bye-bye.
I'll make a mistake out of you.
Wakey, wakey.
Welcome back to I'll Make a Stay Out of You, the podcast where I buy some fancy new shoes from my wife. She deserves it.
That's so sweet. I do deserve it. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you're confident in your deservingness. Deservability.
Sure.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
No, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Are you excited that the comeback happened today?
Yes, it is comeback day. Ordinary is here.
It is very enjoyable.
Yeah. It is very enjoyable.
I don't know. I'm having a hard time.
Well, you haven't recorded 37 plus episodes of podcasts like I have, so I'm a little bit more comfortable just talking in front of a microphone at this point, just slightly.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of used to that now.
I feel like everything, like my face is all red and my ears are all red. I just feel really anxious for no reason.
Yeah, you shouldn't feel anxious with that Sailor Moon makeup on. That should give you confidence.
Thanks. I did get a compliment on it today, and that was nice. It's always good when you get complimented as a woman from another woman that is not in reference to you being a mother.
That is nice. Yeah.
Because, it's nice to feel different from your mom self.
That's true. Yeah. Just your stay self.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is why I went all out on my stay gear today. I didn't wear my Stray Kids shirt, but you did, so.
Yeah, of course. I had to rep the boys.
Yeah.
It's what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's fun that, that when we went out to eat today, that my brother and his wife were there, because she's also into Stray Kids, so we got to talk a little bit about it today, and that was fun.
Mm. How about the kids? Were they into it? Did they like it?
Oh my gosh, Michelle was like, Mama, I love it. I like this new song. I like this song. Well, so she liked it. She liked Maniac a lot. I mean, we watched that, and then Logan was just into letting like a bunch of Stray Kids videos roll.
Of course.
Afterwards, and so their favorites.
It's really because Logan is on Stay Twitter naturally, as any 4-year-old is, and he knows the guide that you must listen to multiple videos between watching Maniac again. So smart 4-year-old.
I mean, it didn't stop him from being like, I wanna listen to it again, Mama.
He just knew that it was time. That there'd been enough minutes of watching that it wouldn't get removed later. So he's just smart. He's just thinking ahead.
I think that some of it was the song after that played, Maniac, was their favorite Stray Kids song / not Stray Kids song / Stray Kids song.
Which one's that?
Going Dumb.
Oh, yeah. They love Going Dumb right now. It's their favorite. That's what I was talking about with Tom, but I couldn't tell him what it was. I was just like, yeah, the kids are into a different song right now, and that's all I could say.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what you were. I thought that maybe you were just referencing Thunderous, because they were into that.
They were into Thunderous during that comeback, but now it's just all Going Dumb all the time these days.
It really is, yeah. They really like that song.
It's a good song.
I think it's cute that Michelle calls it the dog one because of the dogs in the music
video. Yeah, and that the dog is driving. Yeah. Well, they have to have their own way of describing things. It makes sense.
Yeah, it's not like they can be like, oh, it's the one where they're featured and not actually, like, they could never explain it away.
Right. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to do that. Well, they do know. I mean, Logan knows it's called Going Dumb. If he asked for it, he just asked for it. He knows the title. And they both sang it. So.
I mean, it wasn't that long ago that Michelle could name like 5 or 6 Stray Kids songs within like 15 seconds of listening to them.
Yeah.
Because like, could play her like the first few seconds of Top, and she'd know. She'd be like, Top or Boxer or...
Yeah, we'd like to
God's
play that
Menu.
game with them back then, but they've listened to a lot more songs now. It's a little more
Yeah.
difficult for them.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like way less more interested in listening to their own music, like Gabby's Dollhouse music or
Right. Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, at least Gabby's Dollhouse music for a kids show totally slaps.
Well, that's good. Maybe Han can do the OST sometime.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. Well, they do OSTs, you know. We have to reach out to DreamWorks and be like, hey, for Gabby's Dollhouse next season, do you think you can get a guest star from Korea?
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. I feel like they're much more likely to do a Deadpool OST.
I think you're absolutely right. I was seeing Ryan Reynolds tweeting and everything. I think that's 100% certain.
I know.
Yeah, I will definitely go and see that.
For sure, kids would be shipped off.
You
to
know
their
what we
grandparents.
haven't watched yet? We haven't watched Fall Guy.
We haven't. I really want to. It's on Disney.
Yeah, we could
should
just watch it. I mean, Bong Chan advertised it. Like, we should... I want to make sure that Bong Chan's ad had an influence on somebody that benefits Ryan Reynolds.
For sure.
So...
Cement that relationship.
Right, yeah, that relationship needs to be as tighter than ever, because I have no doubt there will be another Deadpool movie, and I want to see Stray Kids on it. So
100. That would be literally the best.
it would be literally the best.
The best.
So let's talk Ordinary. It's doing really well. It's charting super well. I, knock on wood, hope it goes to number 1 on the Billboard charts.
I know.
I mean, like, I know that it like, getting number 2 on the Billboard charts, still impressive. But, like...
Number 3 would still even be impressive.
And, like, I feel weirdly, like, personally responsible. I'm like, well, there's a Target nearby. They have another copy. Like, maybe I could just buy one more. Because if I did that, you know what? We could give that one to Nisha.
That one to Nisha,
yeah.
not one of our signed ones.
Yeah.
No, you're totally right.
She's not going to get one of our signed ones.
We should totally do that. When's her birthday?
I don't know.
Oh, it's in August. Sir Anthony's.
We could be a half birthday present.
That's a good idea. I think half birthday is February.
Well, it's a belated half birthday present.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Wait, their anniversaries in a while.
Okay.
In July.
Well, we could still get it now and
Is
then
it?
have it ready. She's not going to listen to this. We'll get it now.
That's good.
And then we can just hold on to it, and it'll just be in plastic in our closet or something, waiting. And then we'll forget about it, find it, and then be like, ooh, PCs for me!
That's right. Probably all Chang beans.
Yes, naturally. Naturally. Yeah, that's the way things go.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we talked about doing this, we, what reason did I buy you scars? Was that for Christmas?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. For Christmas, I bought you scars.
Yes. I love it.
And I bought the limited edition that came with a DVD.
Yeah.
And they had 2 DVD
it was for
versions.
Valentine's Day, honey.
Oh, it was
I'm
for
sorry.
Valentine's Day.
I was like,
Okay.
it was way more recent than Christmas, but I couldn't think of why. So
For Valentine's Day, I bought you scars. And it included a DVD in it. There was 2 versions that had DVDs, but I think one was just the music video, which, like, we've already watched 1,000 times, and, like, you know, I still watch 1,000 times, and then put on the first take immediately afterwards, so I can watch that 1,000 times. It's a good song, but I didn't want to get the one that had just the music video, so I got the one that was what was it called? Jacket making film.
Yes.
Jacket making feature.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I don't know what jacket making means, but and I thought, like, maybe like in Kingdom they did the whole thing where they made the rings.
Oh, that would have been so
And
cool.
so I thought maybe they like put like iron on patches or something like that, like made their own like jackets.
Jacket.
And that's what I was expecting. And instead, that is not what we got. We got a behind the scenes of a photo shoot where they were wearing jackets.
Well, specifically, it's the photo shoot for the jacket of the DVD.
Right. And now it makes even more sense because they were wearing
They
jackets.
were one.
So I still was under the illusion because I know that you speak Japanese very well, but like my Japanese not that amazing. So I didn't really catch anything that was talked about in that because there was no English subtitles. But I did enjoy that it basically played Scars on repeat.
It was great.
Yeah.
Scars and Call.
Yeah, it just played it all in the background repeating, and it was good. I like that. Yeah. But was it worth it? It was worth it because it was a present. I don't know if I would watch it again. I don't know if I'm going to make Tom watch it.
No, I mean, like, it was nice to see it, but it's hard because I didn't understand a lot of what they were saying, and I couldn't even read the Japanese subtitles because there's so much kanji, and kanji is my weakness.
Yeah.
I remember probably 30 kanji from learning it in college. But
so not even as much as a kindergartner.
Not as much as a kindergartner. Ouch.
Well,
Accurate,
I said
though.
it. It is accurate. Yeah, well, what are you going to do? It's a great song and a great single, and it was fun to get, so.
Yeah, I mean, even just having it, and we even got, like, the cards and stuff, and they're in our photo book from the season's greetings, and so that's nice.
It is nice.
I wish I remembered who we got. I could go look.
Nah. Fuck it.
Okay. Stuff it.
Stuff it. That's right. Stuff it. Yeah. Yeah. It's so good.
I really enjoyed, I think, all of the songs.
All of the songs on Ordinary
are
really, really good. I was really into Muddy Water, which of course I am. It's got an amazing rap from Felix, but like Maniac is just repeating in my head all day, every day. One day. It's been one day. But it's been on repeat. But, anytime any other Charmer comes on, or Freeze, or Venom, they're just all so good.
I think that Waiting for You and maybe Lonely Street are the most different.
From the vibe of the rest of the album? Yeah, I think that's true.
And also, I guess, Muddy Waters, too.
Muddy Waters, it is different because it's so rap heavy.
Yeah, it's like so 90s hip-hop-y.
Yeah, it is 90s hip-hop-y. You're right.
Like, totally, you could listen to that on a boombox while playing basketball. And
All right, I'm going to kick the cat out.
Okay.
Come on, cat.
Bye, honey. We're not gonna miss you. You're a jerk. I have such a love-hate relationship with that cat.
All right.
Okay.
Sitting back down. Okay. So.
Right, so Muddy Waters is hip-hop-y.
Mm-hmm.
Hip-hop.
Hip-hop Anonymous?
Yep. And I really enjoyed it. I loved Felix's rap. Hyunjin's rap's really good in it. I like just a lot of it. I listened to probably the album, 5 or 6 times while making the kids breakfast and just doing all my morning stuff, so.
Wow.
It was nice.
That is nice. Yeah. I certainly had, you're welcome. I certainly had the album streaming, and I was streaming Maniac on YouTube all day. And I voted on Who's Fan.
Oh, I did too.
Yeah. It seems like they're going to run away with it, but it had only been open for 2 hours when we were voting.
Yeah.
So you never know. Something could balance out, but my God, we were really running away with it. It seems like we're gonna win some award shows this time.
I just wish that they could be there to perform and accept the award
man,
and stuff.
What a nightmare.
So
if you're listening to this in the future and you're not familiar with exactly what's going on, after the album was released, JYP had to announce that Changbin had tested positive for COVID. He tested once in the morning and was negative. He tested again in the afternoon before they went on to do something else and was positive. So he is in quarantine and away from the members, and then all the members are in quarantine at home, everybody else. So it just sucks. They're about to try and go on a world tour, and they've avoided it this far. And, he's He's vaccinated. He doesn't have symptoms, so I'm not super worried about him. But it's just like, I tweeted a while ago, and I said, JYP, protect our boys, because there was a day that had like 40,000 new infections in Korea, and I was like, uh-oh, that's up.
Yeah.
And now they're having hundreds of thousands of infections, and lucky us, Changbin, on the week of their comeback, got COVID, and they can't go to any award shows.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, there was a post in the K-pop subreddit that's like a sticky post that's all of the idols with their COVID status and stuff, and so many idols from other groups and stuff have caught it during their weeks where they're supposed to be promoting, because they're just around so many more people.
Yeah.
It sucks. It sucks real hard.
It sucks. It would be nice if they, like, if it had to happen, it should have happened at least after they could have performed the comeback one time.
No, I mean, it was on music court. No, I'm not, because they did the group performance, but it was pre-recorded.
Well, they did. Yeah, I think they've done a couple of pre-recorded, because the Stephen Colbert pre-recorded one also came out today.
Yes, that was cool. They did a good job with that. I liked all the fire, the pyrotechnics.
It was really cool. I think that they did the choreo for Maniac is so cool.
It's really good, because it was
really
like
creative.
I really love how, and this is true for even Thunderous, like whenever members aren't like the main dancer, they're always like doing some sort of dance art piece around the person, like Han with like his back and forth hand movements, and Felix holding the mic at that one point in Thunderous.
In Thunderous, yeah.
And then
so good.
this one with like the volcano with Changbin, and even like the part where Seungmin is
cutting the
singing.
strings.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like Hyunjin's like leaning in front of him. They just really turn themselves into props for the rest of the members. It's really cool.
And Felix is standing awkwardly off to the side, waiting to walk to the front.
It breaks my heart. But he also comes in from the back sometimes.
They do a really good job of getting him like in the back, and then he comes forward, and he is the visual that he is, and knocks it out of the park, and then walks back to the side of the stage where he just waits for them to do all the fast moves that he can't do to rest his back. So
makes me sad.
It's bad. I don't like that. I hope he gets better soon.
Yeah.
And now he has more days of rest. When
that's true.
He should have been working, but now he gets to rest a little more. God damn it.
I mean, I guess that's a kind of a silver lining, though.
In a way. They all get to rest a little bit. It's just, I know that they probably find it extremely frustrating because they've been going through so much already, because their last world tour was cut short because of the pandemic starting, and then they haven't been able to perform in front of people, and even when they performed at the fan meet, people weren't allowed to cheer.
I know, it's so heartbreaking.
So they're finally doing their comeback that is for the tour, and somebody gets COVID immediately. And it's funny because right now, things are worse in the US. So, like, Twice being on tour in the US, traveling around and going to all these different cities, well, like, you know, the spike of the current strain is waned in most places, and so they're just less likely to be impacted by it. Well, if they were still in Korea, it's actually probably more dangerous for them, even though they are traveling around. Like,
for sure.
Yeah, so I don't know. Hopefully everyone's okay, and I hope that week 2 they get to come back and just knock it out of the park.
Mm-hmm.
I know that Chan's room this weekend is going to be, I don't know.
In his room, though.
It'll be in his room.
Oh,
that will be cool. That's always fun. Real Chan's room.
Yeah, I like it. I hope that they're able to reschedule their visit on Bekira, because I was really looking forward to it.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So.
I hope so, too. If B2B has any choice, it'll definitely get rescheduled because they're besties, but
they're just so cute.
It's
I need
super
all the
cute.
Mayfly in my life I can get.
Yeah, for real. It's good. Yeah.
So what about the other unit song? What did you think about it?
I like it. It's I mean, I love the vocals, I like the harmonies, like, it's beautiful. So
people online were mentioning like it sounded like a 90s ballad, like
like not Backstreet Boys, Boys to Men.
Kind of. When I listen to it, because, you know, it's so guitar heavy, it reminds me of, like, Savage Garden a little bit.
Oh, okay. It's
No.
weird because the only Savage Garden song that ever comes to mind for me is the "Ooh, I want you, I don't know if I need you," right? But that's not really the vibe I think that you're imagining.
No, what's the other one called?
I don't know. That's the only one I can think of.
Maybe I'm not thinking of Savage Garden.
Maybe it's a different band altogether.
Maybe it's Third Eye Blind.
I don't know.
You know, like, I feel like that when you and Tom record, mentally I give him so much shit about not remembering what the songs
No,
are
you're not
like.
going to remember anything.
But as soon as I'm in front of the mic, I'm like, what do those songs sound like?
Yeah, well.
What are my opinions on those things?
I think you owe Tom an apology.
I'm sorry, Tom.
So,
Please
in a
forgive me
year, when he hears this, he'll finally hear it from you.
He doesn't get an apology from me before then.
No, that apology is a secret.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are the other songs? Charmer's really good.
Charmer. Freeze!
Thanks. That was such a good impression of that.
It's
funny how, like, it's, like, so short, like, the
Yeah.
way that he
Ding.
says it. It kind of contrasts with the rest of the song, though, because the rest of the song doesn't really sound like that.
No. It's just the whole album is a bop. Like, there's no skips. You just listen to the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. It almost doesn't even really matter.
We haven't actually talked about Venom, even though, like, the Venom's the opening track, but, like,
I really love Venom.
it's really good. I know that.
And I really don't like spiders.
Yeah, it sounds like spiders.
It does.
So, you know. Oh, maybe we get an MV for that.
I think so.
I want it.
I think that Lonely Street's the one we're not going to get an MV for.
Ooh, place your bets now.
That's what I've decided. Because I feel like and this isn't true, really. Like, it told the most cohesive story all in one shot. I mean, because that's kind of true with, like, the Domino music video. Like, it was pretty cohesive all the way through. Yes, there could have been, like, extra.
In the Unveil?
In the Unveil.
Mm-hmm.
And there could have been extra and more scenes, and it would have been awesome if it got a music video, because I really love Domino.
Or if the song started with, "Hey, Domino!"
Yeah.
Because since it didn't, like, we're all fucked. Like,
yeah.
How dare they?
How dare they change things on us?
Mm-hmm.
Make us expect things that are wrong.
Yeah, like Bang Chan's black hair.
I know, but it's kind of black on the sides. I
It
wonder
is.
if he did it. I just don't know.
We're gonna find out on Chan's Room. I'm sure if you
So-
watch Chan's Room on Sunday, I'll be sleeping, but you can watch it and you tell me
Yeah.
what happens, and then we'll know.
Well, I mean, it depends on what time he does it. He's been doing it, like, earlier.
Well, he's just gonna be at fucking home, so
That's true.
no schedule for him.
Gosh, I mean, like, mentally, like, thinking about how mentally exhausting it is if our plans change, which literally just, like, involve taking the kids somewhere or something like that. Like, you're mentally planning and, like, building up this, like, mental space and mental availability to, like, do this thing of going 24/7 with all of the promotions and being able to be, like, on the whole time.
Yeah.
And then that's just, like, ripped away from you. And so even though it would have been, like, an exhausting experience or, you know, but rewarding, but exhausting, it's just, that's gotta be bad.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I almost wish we had Bubble so we could message them and be like, we're so sorry.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, I think Changmin's like the worst Bubble, right? Doesn't he never post on Bubble? And Han, yeah, right. So if you really want your money's worth, you go for Lino or Felix.
Yeah.
They're always.
Hyunjin's on a lot.
Hyunjin is on a lot, but we had Hyunjin's Bubble, and he, like, most of the time, what I lived for is he would post his art on Bubble, which I thought was awesome.
So
I'd love to see it. But his, like, daily chatter is just like, hey, good morning. I ate this. Did you eat? Okay, good night. Like, that's, like, the general vibe. And then suddenly he'll have a day where he's just like, I painted a bunch today. Poosh, 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 poosh. And he's just like, painting. And it is cool. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess quality over quantity in that sense. Like, but Lino is posting constantly, and you know, I have to imagine it's snarky.
100.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that he was more comfortable talking in English.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that even though he's like my bias, I'm like, I could never communicate with him effectively unless I learned Korean, because he's never going to learn
He's
English.
not going to learn English yet. He's got two native English speakers, and then Han and Sungmin. Like,
and
Hyunjin's pretty good now, too, yeah.
And Changbin's learning, and like he's been answering, you know, in English.
In English, yeah.
And I ended today, too. So...
Well, okay, no excuse for Lino.
I think that he does really good in Japanese, though. Like, if you listen to his Japanese whenever they do, like, on First Take, or... What other Japanese promotion did we listen to them?
Okay, but here's my rule, right? If we get Stray Kids to be number 1 on the U.S. Billboard chart, he must learn English.
I think that's a fair.
That's fair. That's really fair. Just enough to where when Stays, not me, doesn't have to be me, but when Stays message him on Bubble, he can message back in English from time to time. That's all I'm asking. And in fact, he can snarkily lie and just hand his phone to Felix and have Felix translate and then type back every once in a while. And I think that would be fine, too.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be okay. Because just, like, so often when I watch, like, reaction channels or I see someone new pop up on my For You page who is a stay, they'll be like, yeah, this group is pretty good, and like a member will stand out. They'll be like, Bangchan, he's pretty cool. Oh, I like this Hyunjin guy. And then inevitably, by like reaction video number 3 or 4, they're like, so I'm a Lino bias. Like, it happens all the time.
Okay, but he like sneaks up on you, because that's
right.
what it was like
That's
for us.
true.
Because like I feel like Felix and Hyunjin are beautiful and amazing, and I adore them. But I feel like I'm expected to adore them.
Ah, I see.
It's not, you know what I mean? So, and I don't know. He wasn't, like, even when we were watching Finding SKZ God's Edition, like, we weren't super familiar with the members the first time that we watched it.
Right.
Or at least their personalities. It was really, like, our first experience watching their
although that was the first time that I really noticed Lino, because
towards the end.
Because towards the end they were like at an amusement park, and he's like staring at his phone, cold stone face, looks up and smiles for a selfie with one of the other members. I think it might have been Hyunjin, and then goes immediately back to stone face staring at his phone, and I was like, that guy's hilarious.
I mean, when they were trying their best to make all the members laugh, and they had to like go into this other room and like make a costume or whatever. His was the funniest, which is hilarious to me. Do you remember which one he was?
No, all I can see in my head is Ian wearing the bald wig.
With the buck teeth?
Or was that Lino?
That was
Lino?
I think it just goes to show like how little, because we had watched all their music videos, or a lot of their music videos at that point. But it was really the first time that we watched.
It was like the first Stray Kids content that we watched was Finding Stray Kids.
Yeah, because it was after that we decided to watch the Survival
Show. Yeah.
Because we were like, who are they? They're so different than what we were expecting. I don't know what we were expecting, but
not that.
But their chaos is
chaos.
So amazing. It's hilarious on TV.
Yeah.
To watch on video.
Yeah, to watch on video.
I don't know. I'm just saying words now.
Yeah, that's all right. You're fine. Tom does that all the time.
Yeah. Well, Tom's funny though. I'm not.
Says you.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot going on.
There is.
We've talked about a lot.
We have.
Was there anything else that you want to talk about now? Obviously, we can have other episodes and stuff, but...
I don't know. We kind of really dove into the whole, like, oh, this is what's happening now, but I feel like I kind of expected us to talk more about, not us, per se, but like, I don't know.
How you got into being stay and everything?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know who we are as people or as a person. I don't know. I feel like that Stray Boos, like, only know me as the person who comes and answers questions for you about things, but not anything else about me.
They know you're a mom of 2 beautiful children.
That's true. They assume beautiful because they have not seen our children.
Well, but, like, come on.
Yeah, I know.
They're beautiful.
They are. We're biased, though.
Yeah, Lino and Felix.
I know.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't know. This is a Stray Kids podcast.
That's fair.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's just, like, I feel like, because...
What do you want people to know about you? That you like to draw and do art on your iPad?
I don't care about that. Well, I mean, that's
that
nice.
You've read like 200 books in the last 2 years?
I know, like 100 and something.
In 2 years. I'm not saying 1 year.
Yeah, it's still like 100 and something. I've read a lot less this year than I did last year so far.
Well, there's plenty of year left to go. So.
I guess that's true. I mean, I would say on average I finish 1 to 2 books a week.
That's 1 to 2 books a week more than me. So
yeah, I mean, but they're it's fine.
Yeah,
but they're ebooks and mostly romance, so I don't know if it counts.
the only books that I read now are children's books, and I read them to children. So
that's true.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. It's fine. I'm happy with my romance book reading hobby. You know, it's
Mm-hmm.
like you can judge me.
Okay. Why would anybody judge you?
People look down on people who read romance.
Why? Not people on this podcast. Are you kidding?
mean, hopefully not. But you know,
No,
people in general.
stay support stay.
Stay support stay. You're right.
Yeah.
No, I just like when I say like I'm like I just thought that we would talk about it because it's like we've talked about how like asking my dad like stuff about Korea and like why he would know stuff about Korea because we lived in Korea. My dad was like military in the Air Force or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like and I'm not Korean, but I did live there for 2 years when I was super young. But, you know, Dad knows how to speak Korean and will, without a doubt,
embarrass us.
Yeah, embarrass us at Korean restaurants.
Yes.
It's the price we pay.
It is.
And, you know, so, like, I feel like that adds, like, a little... I just don't... I don't want to say it adds to our credibility, because it doesn't, but...
But it at least gives us a little bit of an edge.
Well, I just mean, like, you know, it's not like... Yeah, sure.
Not everyone has spent 2 years in Korea, but you have.
Yeah, I have.
Mm-hmm.
I did. For first and second grade, so it was a really long time ago.
This is, like around the time when JYP was first becoming an idol.
Probably, because it was in the early 90s.
Yeah.
90... I don't know how much information I want to give about that. Early 90s.
Early 90s is fair. So
and then, I mean, we lived in Japan. That's close to Korea. They promote in Japan.
Now.
Mm-hmm.
But...
The relationship between Korea and Japan is complicated.
It sure is. But the relationship between Japan and Okinawa, where you're from, is also complicated.
Very complicated, yeah.
So, you know, maybe there's some solidarity between Okinawan people and Korean people.
Maybe.
I
feel like
having dealt but with the conquest of Imperial Japan.
For sure.
So.
Yeah, because even...
Some crossover.
Some crossover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because even, like, the worst... Well, I don't know.
Anyway.
It's a little heavy for the podcast.
Right.
I feel like.
Yeah, we're a pop music podcast.
Yeah, we can move on now.
Yeah.
I feel like I got enough of that.
All right, fair enough.
You know, it's just like...
You're allowed to share as much as you want to share. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Yep.
Well, maybe the next time we record, we could do a few different things. We can talk about other stuff, like the first thing we ever saw from Stray Kids, our whole Stray Kids journey on how we got to this point. Obviously, if you listen to early episodes of the podcast, you might have heard me somewhat discuss it, but we've never discussed it together. And we talked about going back and watching the first video, the first
I would love to do that.
performance we ever saw. So I think that would be fun. But maybe we'll reach out to them Strayaboos and see if they have any questions and things that they want to know about us, or how we do this,
how
we met. Yeah, sure, whatever. That's fine.
I mean, because we've been together for so long.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume 15 years at this point.
Not that long. Almost.
15 years.
Almost.
I can't believe it's been that long already.
It's been that long yet. Has it? When did we start dating? 2009?
9? Mm-hmm.
It's close.
It's pretty close.
2024 will be 15 years.
Wow.
Dating. Married for a little less.
Slightly less. And that's okay. We've been together for almost 15 years. That's what matters.
It'll be almost half my lifespan.
Take that, lifespan.
I know. Okay.
Well, we'll find out what happens on the next bonus episode of I'll Make a Stay Out of You. I don't have to make a stay out of anyone on the bonus episodes, except for the listener.
I've already been a stay. I'm a stay.
You are a stay.
I'm a stay.
Are you a baby stay?
No.
No, you're a adult, big old grown-up stay.
That's true on so many levels.
All right, well, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
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 Bye-bye. I mean, see you later.
Alligator.